Coming up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Rockets. For Minnesota, the first half of this season was about putting the league on notice. They've sent a great, clear message that they are not slowing down anytime soon. Rockets, Timberwolves is next, right after this. Well, the weekend is official. Let's see some of the numbers here for MP.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting's been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's MP in at the point guard position. And for the Rockets, in the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And MP tries to bring out his best when he's matched up against any of the league's top teams. You know, he has said it publicly, but he puts a lot of stock in games like this one.
And that's the thing about MP. He loves the challenge. We've already seen how he can raise his game in this kind of a situation. I know he's more than fired up for this contest.
Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
Now here's Durant, following the miss by Fred VanVleet. Stolen by McDaniel. Here's Cobb, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
And it's Houston's ball. VanVleet passes to Smith. Thompson in the corner. Back to Smith. And some nice passing there by Houston. Durant for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And looking for number 8 tonight.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
And here is Durant, following the three-pointer by MP. Thompson sets the pick for VanVleet. Back to Thompson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got his second bucket.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Good D by Thompson.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Here's Durant. And rebounded by McDaniels.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
To the paint, here's Smith. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
Oh, love the determination Smith showed there, refusing to let the contact alter his shot.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
You look at the Houston Rockets, already one of the most physically imposing teams in the league last season, and they got even bigger, signing Clint Capella, of course, the trade for Kevin Durant, and bringing back Steven Adams. They're a team that nobody looks forward to facing, guys.
Leveraging all that size. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. There's VanVleet following the 3 by Minnesota. Smith finds Durant. Good on the triple.
What a ruthless move by Durant, dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that three-point answer.
MP outside. It's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Cobb kicks to Edwards. Back to MP. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Van Vliet. The game against Oklahoma City, very impressive. Good.
He may be undersized, but Van Vliet, boy, this man has fantastic touch around the rim.
Here's Cobb. 4-point game. To stop the run, it's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync, good luck trying to stop him now. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's MP following the score by Houston. Here's the three. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
MP looking solid from there.
Van Vliet against MP. Van Vliet right side. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
And Cobb gets it to go. MP's got 13 points.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Smith with a screen on MP. Lets it go from deep, and it's Smith that time on the assist from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 4 assists now tonight. Timberwolves trail by 4. Edwards finds Randall, and again Minnesota with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The shot by Thompson, no good. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
And so it's Houston with it, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Adams. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for McDaniels. Now, here's MP. 13 points in the game. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Thompson. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Durant against Edwards. Back to Van Vliet. 6 to shoot. Chalk up 2 there. Now it's a 3-point Houston lead.
Ready to play rough inside. Van Vliet navigates the contact.
Reed with a screen on Van Vliet. Here's MP, and the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
For the Rockets, Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And Adams kicks to Holiday. KD looking around. Fires away from outside. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
You'll love to see it. MP staying engaged off ball.
Here's KD, another key contributor in that nice win against Oklahoma City. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now, here's Cobb, coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. Inside, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Durant. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
This gives you an idea of MP's potential. It shows the type of scorer he can become.
Durant kicks to Finney-Smith. Hits it from three-point range. And the Rockets lead by 4.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter steal, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Scoreless thus far. Here's MP. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Thompson. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And Richard, you were telling me before the game, you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Oh, Amen, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he's just such an instinctive playmaker.
Now, here's MP. 19 points in the game. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Clint Capella comes in for Steven Adams. And Okogie subbed in for Amen Thompson. Timberwolves also changing it up. Randall comes in for Naz Reid. And it's Joe Ingles in for Edwards.
The control KD has from any spot on the floor, that's what makes him different.
Randall surveying the lead. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
For Minnesota, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
And he nails the third. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
And here's KD for 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Holiday. The drive by MP. And finished off by Gobert.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Here's KD. And it's good, 2 points. KD's got 9.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving in.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Rockets lead by 1. Smith checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Kevin Durant comes in for Tate. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. Timberwolves also changing it up. McDaniels, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And MP, he's subbed in for Mike Conley. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. MP out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He picked up 29 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? What a game for him, and against their rivals no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And so, MP will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to DiVincenzo. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
McDaniels against Durant with the fadeaway. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. The Rockets making a switch here. Adams checked in. The Timberwolves have gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. Cobb passes to DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. And here's MP for 3. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Here's Okogie. And here is Van Vliet. Over MP. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Van Vliet.
Picking the defense apart. I doubt that they thought Van Vliet would take that.
Cobb passes to DiVincenzo. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's MP. No good off the front iron. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. No good from Durant. Timberwolves leading by 3. DiVincenzo gets the screen from Cobb. Shoots over Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Houston. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
Houston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Pass to Van Vliet. Drops in the layup for 2. Van Vliet's got 9 points in the quarter.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Amen Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Joe Ingles is checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Cobb with it, and he has 28 points for the game. Outside Edwards. Over Thompson. That one wide left. Rockets trail by 3. Durant, the pass to Adams. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here we go, the fast break. Cobb leading the way. And that one drops. Gobert's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Rudy is so used to fighting inside. This guy will do whatever it takes.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
The previous play is under review.
it's tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The first one falls. One thing you hear players talking about after they've been in the league for a while, Richard, they say the game slows down. When did that happen for you?
For me, it was probably my 3rd year. The end of my 3rd year, the game started to slow down a little bit for me. I went from 9 points to 15 to 18. The game really slowed down in that 3rd year.
A good read by Edwards, playing at his pace and carving out space for that shot.
Here's Durant. Out to Thompson. Pass to Smith. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Goes back up. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And finished off by Gobert.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Dillingham's checked in for Joe Ingles. Now, here's MP. And he has 28 points for the game. Edwards off a screen from Cobb. Oh, get up, MP! Woo!
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, Van Vliet, 19 points in the game. And stolen by Dillingham. And here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Minnesota, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific, 79% as a team.
Pass to Durant, and stolen by Dillingham. Here's McDaniels. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. McDaniels got the lead up to 11 now for Minnesota. So Jabari Smith has shown he can be a contributor, but Richard, it is a process.
And you know he's still young. And for a lot of players, especially the taller ones, it takes a couple of years to find your game.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
To the inside, Gobert, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up.
And if he gets looks that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
Minnesota making a switch here. Randall's checked in. And Gobert drops them both. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
1:51 left here in the second. Here is Edwards. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And Cobb gets it to go.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
And Adams kicks to Van Vliet. Thompson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Edwards passes to Cobb. Pass to Adams. Now Smith. Well, Fred Van Vliet wasn't going to be denied his chance, RJ, at playing in the NBA.
No, he wasn't. Undrafted, yes, but training his whole life for a chance. And when he got it, boy, he did not let up. Ever since he was young, he was getting up at 5:30 every morning to train before school.
Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
A true leader on the floor. Van Vliet knows how to run an offense very efficiently.
Reed with a screen on Thompson. Edwards can't hit. Rockets trail by 10. Pass to Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Naz Reid.
And he's no small presence inside. Smith, a handful for defenders in the painted area.
Timberwolves leading by 9. And here is Cobb. 33 points for him. Randall kicks to Cobb. Reed with a screen on Van Vliet. Outside, Reed. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Cobb's got 6 assists here tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Smith with a screen on McDaniel.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And that concludes the first half. The Timberwolves on top, up by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. You're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participant.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Houston Rockets.
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, especially these days. It's not enough to protect the paint. Gotta patrol the ARC as well.
And moving things along, let's take a look at some contenders for this year's dunk contest.
High flyers, every single one. But the
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Durant finds Van Vliet. Thompson outside. No good from outside. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And there's Randall on the assist by McDaniels. Randall's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Fred VanVleet is a leader for the Rockets. Their coach, Ime Udoka, says Fred sometimes goes against his natural inclination, playing the good cop because Ime himself is so hard on them, but adds, Fred is a grumpy dude. He always finds something to be mad at. We need that with our team. Kevin, back to you.
They love his disposition. Okay, thank you, Allie. And the wide open shot from Reed, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Oh, talk about compete. Emerging player MP does it all over the floor.
Sinks the triple.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Thompson passes to Adams. And here is Van Vliet. Back to Adams. Katie against McDaniel. Yep, that one goes in there. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Reed with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Reed. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Reed's got 11.
And I like that. Edwards comes off the pick, keeps his options open, and then just makes the right read.
Houston moving it around. Smith with a screen on McDaniel. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down again to 13 points with the basket from Smith.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Cobb passes to Edwards. McDaniels outside. Pass to Reed. MP outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Thompson outside. Back to Durant. Shoots the three. There's the triple from Durant.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
McDaniels against Durant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Lobbed up there for Cobb. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. God plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
KD against McDaniel. Now here's Durant. Not a lot of room. The three. Durant with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Cobb. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Van Vliet passes to Adams. To end the run, and he sinks the layup.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
MP with it. He's got 36. Pass to McDaniels. The three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now, here's MP. Even when an opposing defense is giving him everything he can handle, he still finds a way to score. He's averaging over 33 points a game.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here's KD for three. Minnesota leading by 16. Cobb with it. Now Smith defending. Randall passes to MP. Back to Randall. Reed with a screen for Randall. He had a nice open look right there. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Okogie's checked in for Kevin Durant and a change for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo's checked in. And so it's Houston with it. Here's Van Vliet. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Van Vliet's got 25 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Edwards finds DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Timberwolves have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And he can't get the first one. No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also. Rockets trail by 16. Vliet on the wing. Baseline jumper. And Houston again with the bucket.
Talk about being locked in. Superb focus from Van Vliet offensively so far.
And so, MP will bring it up for the Timberwolves. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. And here's MP for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. MP's got 39.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
DiVincenzo against Thompson. Van Vliet. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves leading by 15. Now, MP. He's got 39. Outside, Edwards. Kicks it out to MP. Baseline J on the way. Thompson with the rebound. Houston's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Okogie. That shot is off. Reed with the defensive effort. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets trail by 15. Thompson, a screen on DiVincenzo. Van Vliet against DiVincenzo. Screen by Smith. Launches it. Hit the wide by Houston. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Houston making a switch. Cabela's checked in. The Rockets shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. We got Joe Ingles. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with MP. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at center. Pass to DiVincenzo. Timberwolves passing it around. Back to MP. Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got 42 in the game.
Goodness, this man is ripping 3 after 3. An incredible display of shooting.
McDaniels against KD. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. For 3, Okogie. The offensive rebound. Finney-Smith kicks to Holiday. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the 3. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
MP, no good. It's trailed by 17. Durant with a wide-open look. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. KD's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for Houston. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Ingles. DiVincenzo kicks to Ingles, taken away by Holiday. Durant against Ingles. It's Durant on the wing. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Durant's got 18 points just in the second half.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Cobb passes to McDaniels. Now, here's Ingles. Guarded by KD. And it's the Rockets on the break. The wide open look here for Holiday. And again, the Rockets good for two.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Adams, he's checked in for the Rockets. Cobb kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to MP. MP drills the three.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Holiday against MP. Holiday looking for an opening. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah.
And for that game against the Warriors, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Here's Okogie. Back to KD. Shoots over Cobb. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Durant. And so, MP will bring it up for Minnesota. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Pass to DiVincenzo. That's to MP. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
MP against Holiday. Reed with the block. And McDaniels, here we go. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 16. Here's KD. Adams outside. Pass to Okogie. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his third foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls.
And so here is Houston. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Julius Randle picks one up.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And you hear about the second apron, bringing both financial and basketball-related penalties. Richard, do you think that shrinks the window for contending teams?
It's going to force some very, very tough decisions. We've already seen teams making adjustments to put themselves in a better financial position. Those penalties, they're aggressive.
Here's MP. And the rejection by Smith.
A relentless defender. Smith proving how disruptive he can be on that end.
Thompson looking for an opening. Can they get it? Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 3. This one for 3. Tips it up. Reed with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Thompson right side. Smith for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. MP outside. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Daniels is checked in for Dillingham.
In for the Timberwolves, number 3, Jaden McDaniels.
Thompson against MP. Shot clock at 6. Reed with a screen for Cobb. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Durant. Nice defense from McDaniel. Timberwolves have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Randall with the bucket.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
And here is KD. To the middle, trying to find Smith. He's got it now. And then Smith with the dunk.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
It's stolen by Adams. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists tonight.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Cobb kicks to Edwards. Back to MP. Edwards with it. Back to MP. Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 54 points.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Now here's Durant. And the foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Pass to Dillingham. Clock at 6. Back to MP. And again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Outside Durant. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a golly win for Minnesota.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will connect again from distance.
There it is, a shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier, and now he's matched Clay's mark. Didn't think we'd see a show like this coming into tonight, but here we are.
Van Vliet makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Van Vliet's got 31 points.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Now, Cobb. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana. Jennifer?
MP, you broke the 60-point barrier. You carried your team to victory. How? After all that, do you have the energy to stand here for an interview?
Oh, man. Yeah, my grandpa used to say, I'll rest when I'm dead. Kind of dark now that I think about it, but the point is, life is for the living. And I got a lot of life ahead of me, Jennifer Quintana. I got stamina for days, and I'm gonna keep using it to make moments like this.
Well done, MP. What a game.
Thank you. Woo!
Back to you, Kevin.
Jennifer, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
I want to know more about that pregame prediction.
What do you want to know, Xander? I'm an open book.
Why'd you do it? Did you see something on film? Were you trying to get in their heads, trying to pump up your guys?
I'm just living in the moment, bro. And in that moment, that's what I felt, so I said it.
So, it's not that deep then?
Nah. I'll put it this way. We know who's good in this league, and we respect that. But we're good too. And people need to respect us. I think after tonight, more people will put respect on our name.
All right.